Sounds like progress back there. Got the irrigation going for the main farm area yesterday, and I was pretty happy with how it went. It was a bit time consuming because I had to take apart an old system to salvage parts. Serina and I have been purchasing like extra farm supplies from our buddy Kurt, who's kind of transitioning from like farmer to like consultant more so. And so he's got all this like farm gear that we've been picking up, and some of it you can see behind me because it's now our irrigation system. I also started digging through all of our old irrigation lines that we had hanging up here on the fence. Those were left from the previous owners, and I hadn't even really investigated the state of it yet, but yesterday I kind of cleared some area in this bush here and started taking them all off the fence and sorting through it a little bit, and now I'm building another section of irrigation using a mash of these materials and the stuff that we got from Kurt's place. One of the things that worries me about this sprinkler system that I set up is we have like tremendous pressure coming out of our city supplied farm water. Last year we hooked up one of our garden hoses to this like little area that we call the Mr. T junction, and the hose started to like bulge out unlike any garden hose that I've ever seen before in my life, and it was like, you know, shooting this rocket of water across the farm. It had like ridiculous pressure. We've got 6 impact heads running off of it over there right now, which, you know, I could run a few more. I can't run all 12, but regardless, I've already blown through a little bit of hardware. So I am anticipating in the future having to put some work into that, but that was like a super temporary little doodad I just put together, you know, in a handful of minutes last year just to give me something to work with, and so it's fine for now. The most important part is that we're not bumping a sprinkler, you know, through this like 4,000 square foot like bed here, right? We were bumping a little like localized sprinkler to water our farm, and it was just taking forever. So a little bit of investment, you know, putting the afternoon into it yesterday, and now we've got, you know, just a irrigation system that turns on with the turn of your fingers. Pretty sweet.
Check out how amazing this fruit tree looks. I don't even know what this one is. It's a plum. Over here too, we planted a bunch of raspberries. There's 2 varieties of raspberries in here, and then there's also a bunch of strawberries over here.
Doesn't look like very much right now, but we just put them in.
This is our wood mulch that we got last year from a local arborist. It was just like an elm tree that had been mulched up. And we're gonna be moving this up by the house where those tulips are. It's just gonna be like a wood mulch to cover the ground and keep the weeds down.
This is one of the things I'm most excited about. I finally have fresh greens to eat again. Doing the move last year to the farm, we were on the road so much, just bumping back and forth between our old place and our new place. And in the process of doing that with the kids, and you know, we got so much fast food or restaurant food, and we didn't have the garden to eat fresh out of, which is what like I normally do to, you know, eat my veggies. And so I've been feeling like really kind of, you know, just not myself in my body for the last year, and we're just now getting to the point where, you know, I have like unlimited greens to eat, so I kind of like forage a meal every day. This is like a big step toward making this place feel like home.
The lighting's really stark right now, but you can see how cool these leaves look.
Half of it is this choy, and then the other half is this super delicious like red mustard. And this choy, Serina just had a pack left from last year, so she can't remember what the seeds are. I started eating from this bed, trying to like sneak a leaf here and there, and I was starting to, you know, make it very obvious that I was like nibbling. You know, it looked like a rabbit had kind of like taken over. And then I was talking to Serina about it, and she told me that this whole bed was like, she just planted for us to eat off of. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I was just gonna eat the entire thing up. But no, I was allowed to do that. This is the sacrificial bed, just for my snacking. Although Serina wants to eat from it too, so I gotta slow down a bit. As soon as the hothouse was built, it was full pretty much right away. And not everything is, applicable for that space anyways. So we very quickly needed another like low tunnel area to store a bunch of the plants that we have for our nursery sale. And so we put this together. It just took not too long. And that poly we got from Kurt, and some of these hoops we did as well. We had some left over from another project, and then we ran out of those. But we have so many more hoops now. We picked up a ton of them. And we also have a lot of this poly. A bunch of big sections of it that are pretty old, but it's usable still for lots of different things. Today's job for setting up irrigation is to get this, we call it the rubarium. This is our area for rhubarbs. To get that all on like a drip irrigation, and then all back there along the fence we have those are blackberries that we just planted, and then currants and hassops and gooseberries are all kind of down there. There's about a dozen plants. So we'd like to just get all those on drip because a lot of them got transplanted or planted this year, and we just want to give them lots of water this year and give them a chance to establish themselves in their first full summer in their new home. We've been bumping a hose and flooding, and it's just a big time sink. So getting this automated will definitely save us a lot of the hassle of the things that we do that are pointless every day. Hello.
Hello. Watering the plants.
Looks pretty good in here.
Oh, sure. It does. I have a lot of tomatoes. And my flowers are starting to do some stuff too. I need to organize this though. I have people coming to buy tomatoes this weekend, and it's chaos in here. So my job today is to get these sorted into a way that it doesn't take me an hour to find what people want to buy and to get organized.
It makes sense. You've already had a couple people drop by and buy some stuff.
Yeah, and I definitely, with those people, I learned that I need a system in place.
Yeah.
So
it's not just like a nursery that most people will go to where they can serve themselves.
yeah, and ideally, because people like to pick their own plants, so ideally, I'll set it up so it's obvious what's what and reachable for people, and then that way they can pick the plants that they want out of it.
Yeah.
And then I'll put the doubles on the top row, and then if a tray sells out, I can bring it down. But I'm thinking painter's tape in here. I'll mark everything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then in the other greenhouse, I'm gonna have cards that are sticking up above them that are obvious what it is. But I'm gonna have to.
Sounds like a lot of work.
There's 100 trays of tomatoes. There's 1,800 tomatoes. So to shuffle it is probably going to take me like 4 hours. But it'll save more than 4 hours of helping customers who will be annoyed at me.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
If there was 3 people here at the same time.
Yeah,
It would be
and
a backlog.
it also needs to be organized so that Ian can help too. And if it's not clear for customers, it won't be clear for Ian.
Say what you want about our farming skills, but we grow a good dandelion. It's a bit later in the day now, and I completed another section of irrigation. This is like along our fence line here. It's all berries and rhubarb right there, and now they are all being fed by the same little drip irrigation zone. So pretty happy that we don't have to fuss with this area anymore. Now Serena wants me to go harvest some dandelions.
This is our dandelion harvesting machine. Works pretty well. One day in the future we may upgrade to a larger one, but for now this is what we got.
Normally the first start of every season with this particular lawnmower, I gotta flood it out to fill it up with gas, and then it'll start in a couple minutes. I got hot and tired cutting the lawn, and I forgot what the point of this video is, but now I'm making soil blocks, and it took a while just to find some of the pieces. Couldn't find the little plastic indent pieces. They'd fallen off. One was in the greenhouse and one was in the shop floor here, but now I have them, disaster averted. And it's time to start making trays of these so that Serena can plant some more stuff. Yeah, I did it. There's a bit of a dinner time intermission, but all the soil blocks are done. So there may be more still to do, I'm not sure, but that's enough for Serena to get planting tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day anyways, because it's the first kind of open to the public, well, not open to the public, but open to select members of the public day for selling stuff for our nursery. So you get to find out if anybody wants to buy the stuff we've been growing, which is cool. Like I said earlier, I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this video is. So I guess that makes it a vlog. So thanks for watching my farm vlog. See you next time.